My name is Wendy Nelly-Sapon. I lead the asset finance team in Stanbic Bank. We always partner Mikasa for this annual fair, being the only financial institution. And it's not just because we are Stanbic, even if it is because in terms of providing financing for individuals who want to take mortgages, we are the best. Here in Stanbic, we offer a wide range of financing options to individuals who want to acquire properties, whether for residential, commercial, or even for investment purposes. So if you look at competition, most of the banks offer what we call the home purchase option, where a property needs to be completed and the individual brings it to the bank for the bank to finance. So for us, this is one option that we offer among others. The second one we offer that most financial institutions do not is the off-plan financing. We call it construction financing. So whether a property is about to start or property is ongoing, a development is ongoing, we can equally support any individual who wants to buy that project, being a self-compound, semi-detached apartment, whatever. The difference between the home purchase, the first one I spoke about it with regards to properties that are already completed and properties that are ongoing or about to start, is that for the ones that's about to start or ongoing, we disburse in tranches. The home purchase, the completed property, we pay 100%. For the construction finance, we disburse in tranches. So ideally, we are looking at 3 tranche disbursement, where we're looking at every stage that the developer and the customer agrees for us to pay, we go and value and we pay. Ideally, we do 3 tranche disbursements. We do grounds to foundation, foundation to lintel, and final completion, we pay the last tranche. The third one is equity release. So a customer owns a property. That property is fully titled in the customer's name. The customer wants cash to do whatever, push it into their business, even build a new house or even buy a new house. What we do is that we don't take over the property in terms of we take the property from the customer. We value the property and we are sure of giving between 70 to 80% of the property value as cash to the individual. So you own your property, you have need for cash, we hold your property as security and we give you cash for that. The other option is home improvement. Again, an existing property is a 2-bedroom, you're looking at expanding, you're looking at remodeling, renovating. So a 2-bedroom, someone wants to, so you start life, it's just you, so you decide to buy a 2-bedroom. As a young man, you get married, you get a wife, and once you get a wife, you know what, you procreate. So kids are gonna come in, so the 2-bedroom is not enough for you, you need to expand it. So it's another option we offer. There's another option that we also bring on board that is killing the market. That is loan takeover. So you have your mortgage with any financial institution, and for one too many reasons you are not happy with how your loan is being taken care of, or you are not happy with the brand that holds your current mortgage and you want us to take over. So this process, we look at it in 2 ways. We require that you pick your loan exposure, that's our standing balance from the financial institution, and we pay off for you. Or you ask us to look at the property in entirety. So you took a property, for instance, that was $200,000 and you've paid down for the last 5 years. Properties, unlike vehicles, appreciate. So you know that the property value has appreciated, but your loan balance has been reduced because you are making monthly installment for about 5 years. So we'll value the property and we will pay your loan balance 100%. The remaining cash could be given to you. Again, you can use it for whatever you want, whether you want to even look at another option of buying a property, building a property, or pushing it into your business. What is fantastic again about Stanbic Bank is that we just don't only do property or finance only houses. We finance vacant lands as well. So one has sighted the land and they want us to support. perhaps the person is not ready financially to develop the property. So we are not saying that the property, it has to be a house. Once you've actually sighted the land and you're interested in, we will look at supporting you to get it. And when it's time for you to develop that land too, we'll walk that journey with you. So in terms of tenure, we are not looking at granting loans beyond 20 years. But for each individual, the 20 years, the financing tenure is tied to their remaining years to retirement. I must mention the fact that in Stanbic Bank, we just don't grant facilities for individuals who are residing in Ghana. Their property needs to be in Ghana, but wherever you live, if you're a Ghanaian, we are able to support you. So in Ghana, we will support Ghanaians living in Ghana and non-Ghanaians living in Ghana. But if you're a Ghanaian living in the diaspora, we are able to support you as well. So in terms of the tenure, you realize that I mentioned the fact that it's tied to the individual's retirement age. So we are looking at the mandatory retirement age for the individual countries. In Ghana, it's 60. Elsewhere, 65, 67. So if you're in Canada, if you're in UK, you are in the US, we look at the mandatory retirement age. But we are looking at a tenure that will not exceed 20 years. Ideally, most people would like to cite the physical property. So the home purchase, if you check the total mortgage book in Stanbic, you realize that about 85% is home purchase. The remaining is a split between majorly the equity release where one has the money and also the loan takeover. People want to see the physical property. And again, it's because of trust. People feel that some developers will take their money. If they don't delay the construction period, they may not even build it. And we've heard stories. So ideally for the developers, if you haven't been in the market for that long and you want to do off-plan, it's very difficult to sell. If you are a giant in the market, we know your track record, then you are bold to do off-plan and you're sure that people will jump on board. But ideally, people are opting for the home purchase. Every Ghanaian, non-Ghanaian can have access to mortgage, provided you have a regular income. You don't necessarily have to be a salaried worker. If you're self-employed, we can support you. As I mentioned, you just don't have to live in Ghana. If you live elsewhere, we are equally able to help you. Loan documentation is pretty much simple. So we complete the regular KYC document. If you're an existing customer of the bank, we have your data, we have your documents, so we may not ask for a lot. We understand that it's the property we are financing, so ideally we need to know what we are financing. So apart from you completing an application form, you giving us your proof of income, you being pay slip or your bank statement. If you don't bank with us, we require that you pick an invoice and an offer letter from the developer you are buying from. You don't necessarily have to have a banking history with Stanbic. We will pick your banking history from elsewhere. But what we require is that at the time that we are drawing down on the loan, we should have a banking relationship with the bank. And this is what makes it stand out. For competition, they will ask you come and bank with us 3 months, 6 months, a year. For us, we'll pick your banking history. But at the point where we are disbursing your funds, you need to have that banking relationship. Yeah.